Oh Lord, I gaze at the scholars above, each one a sparkle of your endless love. The comets that dance across the skies are whispers of wonder that never die. The mountains rise, strong and steep, secrets of your glory in the silence they keep. The oceans deep, with their rolling waves, sing hymns of praise through endless days. You painted the heavens, the earth and the seas, every blade of grass, every whispering breeze. From the mighty oak to the tiniest ant, all declare your name. Creation, I am whole. The flowers bloom in color so bright, each petal a masterpiece of morning light. The minerals gleam in the earth so deep, a treasure of wonders that you always keep. Even the ants with their endless toil show your design in the humble soil. The planets spin in the cosmic race, guided by your hand, a celestial embrace. You painted the heavens, the earth and the seas, every blade of grass, every whispering breeze. From the mighty oak to the tiniest ant, all declare your name. From the rivers that run to the stars that collide, yet amidst it all, you still see me, a spark of your love, eternally free. Yeah, I'll lift my voice to the sky so high, praising the Creator who will never die. For in all of this beauty, one truth is clear: your love's the force that holds it near. You painted the heavens, the earth and the seas, earth and the seas, every blade of grass, every whispering breeze, every whispering breeze. From the mighty oak to the tiniest ant, I'll declare your name. A love so grand, oh Lord, your beauty surrounds my soul. In your creation I am whole. In your creation I am whole. Reflects the beauty of God.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. How are we doing today? Sorry, there we go. How are we all today? I'm the dust at the feet of God's servants. Only God is special. How is everyone today? I hope you're doing well. I am having an amazing day, and I thought I'd come up and tell you guys about it. It was pretty epic. It was just a normal day, essentially, but it was nice for me. I really enjoyed it. So I thought I'd come up and talk about that because it's nice to share, and I think hopefully you can learn something from it. It's not going to be about me. I really didn't want to do this because I didn't want to make myself, I didn't want to talk good about myself. I don't like bigging myself up, essentially. But I thought it was a nice story because it really made my day. It made me happy. You know what I mean? So today I had some errands to do. So I was up, I was out, and I was heading on the bus. And before I got on the bus, I was sitting at the bus stop, and this old lady, she crosses the road. I see her. She's crossing the road slowly. Then she walks over, and then she walks really close to where I'm sitting at the bus stop. And I think that is because she's trying to avoid the wet leaves. So I kind of put my feet back so that she could get past. And then she stops right there in front of me, and I'm like, oh, she's waiting for the bus and she wants to stand close by. So I just say to her, you can sit down here, because where I was sitting was the closest seat to the bus. Like if you got off that seat and got to the bus, that would be the closest seat. So I thought, yeah, she's old, she's tired, she just walked all that way. Let her sit down close to the bus. So I said, would you like to sit down? She said, yeah. I moved over. And then as she was sitting there, she was just going, I, like she was so exhausted and tired. And I looked over, smiled at her, and then she smiled back. And then after a few minutes, she asked me if I knew where the local temple was for Hindus. And I was like, I don't, I'm sorry. I know this Sikh temple that's here, but I don't know the Hindu one. I was like, give me a second, let me check. And I pulled up my phone, started checking for her, and she was like, oh, someone told me it's 4 stops away, but I don't know if it's 4 stops including this one or 4 stops after. So I was like, don't worry, leave it to me. I'm here with you. I'll check for you. I'll let you know. Make sure you get there safely. And yeah, I checked. I figured it out. I was like, okay, cool. I know the area. I'll tell you when to get off. And we got on the bus. Bus came. We went. And we got to her stop. Now, my stop was actually about 2-3 stops away. Actually, it was 1, 2, yeah, about 3 stops away. But I was like, cool. Do you know what? She doesn't know the area. She's already confused at what stop to get off. So I don't want to just say, hey, get off here, and then she gets lost. So I got off with her. And I thought I'd just walk up from here. I thought it was a nice day. It wasn't hot, it wasn't cold, it was just nice and fresh. It wasn't raining, so I thought it'll be a nice little walk. So I jumped off with her. We walked down, and she's like, oh, is it down here? Pointing down towards a park that led to like an estate. I was like, no. It's across the road. We need to cross the road. Zebra crossing. I held her hand as we crossed the zebra crossing. It's so cute. And then, yeah, I took her, well, on the walk to the Hindu temple, she was like, oh, you're like a guardian angel. I was like, no, you're the guardian angel, because you've made my day, you've made me happy because I got to help someone. I was the one to help people, but people usually look at me like I'm scary. So the fact that she actually asked for my help, I really appreciate it. And yeah, I was more than happy to help. So as we were walking down, she said that thing and I said that thing. And then we were talking about God because she was going to the temple. So we just kept talking about God and stuff. And it was amazing. It was great. It really made my day. It really made my day. It was like, of all the random chance encounters, I could have taken any bus that day. I took that bus at that time. And that's when she turned up. I was sitting in her spot. She asked me for help. And then I took her to the temple. And as we were walking to the temple, we were talking about God and how God is awesome and amazing and everywhere. And how it's important to understand the religion rather than just practice it. And it was like, yeah, I love it. I love it. I love this good energy. She's like 80 something and she's heading there by herself. She was like, oh, I was going to take an umbrella, but I couldn't hold the walking stick and the umbrella. So I was like, don't worry. I was like, you did the smart thing. You got the jacket, you got the scarf, you got the hoodie, you got the hat, you got everything. You're sorted. You'll be fine. You'll probably be too hot when you get there. But yeah, anyway, I took her down, found the entrance, let her in, and said goodbye. Never to see her again. But that made my day. That made my day. That was really, really fun. Just nice little excursion. It was like I'm planning on going that direction anyway. I have a little detour, it's no biggie, and it gives her some confidence that if she ever needs to go there again, she knows what she's doing. And yeah, at that point I'm like, all right, cool, take care, hope you have a good day. I even actually asked her if she wanted me to come back, take her home, but she was like, no, I think I figured it out. So I was like, perfect. And yeah, then I started walking up to where I needed to go. And as I'm walking up, I see this guy sitting on a bench, hunched over. He's like hunched over with a beer can in his hand, and I can see a carrier bag with like 3-4 more beers. And as I walk past him, I think, oh, I hope he's okay. And then I keep walking, and then I stop myself. I literally stop. As I'm walking, I just stop, and I just stand there and I talk to myself. I'm like, I should go ask him if he's okay, but I'm like, no, but I don't want to intrude. Maybe he doesn't want to share. Maybe he doesn't need help. Maybe I was basically making all the excuses I could to not go and help him. And I was like, no, no. My first instinct was, I want to see if he's okay. I'm gonna stick with my first instinct. So I went over. I said, "How you doing, buddy? You okay?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm good. I'm good." I was like, "Yeah, just so you sitting there chilling by yourself. I thought, if you need to chat to someone, I'm here. If you want to have a little chat about something." And I sat down and we started talking for about 2 hours. We were talking for about 2 hours. He was telling me his life story, and it was so interesting. The guy has lived such a crazy life. Um, he was a heroin addict until recently. He nipped that in the bud, and yeah, he has so many like issues going on and stuff, and like health, family, emotional, all sorts. And I felt so bad for him. I was like, oh my god, like this guy's going through a lot here. But I was glad that I stopped. I was glad that I stopped for his sake. That maybe him getting this off his chest will kind of lighten his load a little bit and help him refocus. Because the last few weeks for him had been really, really tough. I don't want to go too much into his private life. I know you guys don't know who he is or would never meet him, but it's just relationship related, drug related. Like I said, he was an ex heroin addict and whatnot. So there's a lot going on, and then a lot of different health issues as well. And he was telling me all these stories about how he was in 2 house fires, prison, all this stuff, and all the way through it, I was just like, oh, I hope he's got some positive attitude about this. I hope he's got some positive attitude about this, that he can see the light at the end of the tunnel. And he kept saying he dodged a bullet in regards to the ex. And I was like, yep, listen, everything happens for a reason, and you may not understand it at the time, but maybe it's for the best. And obviously, if you feel better, if you feel lighter, if you feel happier, putting that behind you, then it's a good step. Yeah, it's never easy to let go. Yeah, it's never easy to stop caring about someone you care about, but you have to move forward. And he's like, yeah, it's all about moving forward. I was like, oh, fuck. Amazing. This guy who's an ex-drug addict, who's going through so much different stuff, I still got that positive outlook. I was like, yes. And even I was actually planning on saying it to him anyway, but he said it himself. He was like, oh, if you ever hear of this title, that's my book. And I was like, oh, wicked, you're going to write a book about this? And he's like, yeah. So he's like, yeah, he's going to write a book about his life story and try and see if it can help other people. I was like, fantastic, good. That will give you something positive to think about, and it will give you some kind of drive to help others, and kind of allow you to also process a lot of the stuff that's happened in your life, help you deal with it and realize that it happened for a reason. It made you stronger, it made you better. So we were just chatting there for 2 hours. 2 hours just sitting there in the freezing cold, just chatting. And the guy asked me for help as well. He was like, if I do write this book, I don't have a computer or anything, could you help me type it up and stuff like that? I was like, yeah, no problem. I took his number, gonna keep in contact with him. So he's not a random I'll never see again. I'll probably see him again a few more times, just make sure he's doing okay and he's doing well with the book, help him out with the book a little bit, and then hopefully he could maybe get a contract with someone, get some money, buy a computer, and finish the book with his own stamina. So yeah, it was just those two interactions. And then I said goodbye to him because I was running late. I had a time limit for when I had to be somewhere. I left early, just to allow adventure. And I was like, okay, cool. It was really nice meeting you. Got to go. Stay safe. Keep in touch. Blah blah blah. And I left him, but I felt good. Not because I did anything. It was just because the first lady felt like she could ask me for help, and I was like, yeah, I like people who can ask me for help, like straight up, no manipulation, no mind games. It's just straight. Hey, I don't know where this is. Can you tell me? Blah, done. This other guy, he was just sitting there chilling, and he didn't even ask for help. I went up to him and asked him if he wanted anything or needed anything or just to chat, and he did. He really did for 2 hours. Like, like I said, he vented a lot, and he was really positive at the end of it. When I left him, he was like, "Oh, make sure you message me later and remind me to write this book. You need to get me out of my laziness." I'm like, "Yeah, I don't know. I'll message you. I'll make sure you get on it." So it was just nice. It was nice. Nice little day out where I met random people and I got to help them a little bit. I doubt it'll be significant in the scale of their lives, but for me, I loved it. It was amazing. It gave my day a bit more purpose than just the errand, if you know what I mean. Shivites is here. Welcome back, Shivites. Big up, big up, big up. Hope you're doing well, pal. So yeah, that's pretty much the two stories I have about my trip to my errands. It was just a nice chill day. It was nice. It was nice. I appreciate it. Thank you. So yeah, that was it. It was just literally about saying that sometimes people ask for help and sometimes they won't ask for the full help. Like I said with the lady, if I just left her at the bus stop, she may not have gotten to where she wanted to get to, and she may have gotten lost, gotten demoralized, and then gone back home upset that she missed her opportunity and got lost and whatever. So it was like, okay, she asked for help, but make sure that I made sure to help her all the way to make sure that she was where she needed to be. The other guy, it was that he didn't ask for help, but I could see that he was someone who needed help, and I just went up and sat down with him and allowed him to talk and allowed him to focus on what he wanted out of life rather than so much on the past. Yeah, he did mention the past, but he always brought it back to how he's going to move forward with it. So yeah, it's pretty much it. Uh, there is something else that just popped into my head. Uh, Typically, I do things on my own. I have done most things on my own in my life. I don't really get much help from many people. Um, I don't mind. It is what it is. You know, people are busy. People have got other priorities. Whatever. I could figure things out myself sometimes. Um, but telling this story, I have to be honest. Um, Most of my life, I've done stuff myself. I've tried to focus on myself, rely on myself as much as possible. But these past few months, I did have a friend who was hanging around, Suvi, as you know, and as much as she bugs me, I appreciate her listening to my shit. I appreciate her listening to my shit, and yeah, like I can admit when people are there for me, but at the same time, I also understand that other people have their own priorities in life, and they need to focus on their life, and I need to focus on my life. So yeah, anyone else out there that I don't appreciate more, I do appreciate you. It's just, how do I put this? How do I put this? It's like I said, I understand life is messy. I understand life is different, difficult, and everyone's got their own lives. So sometimes people can only help how much they can help. You know what I mean? It's one of those things. Um, yeah. So like I said, I say I did a lot of by myself in life, but there have been people who have supported me. I've had friends. I've got an amazing friend in Ireland who is always telling me to come stay with her if things get bad. Amazing friend. We had Suvi the other day offering a place for me to stay, which was awesome. Like, I've had people offer things, but obviously there's certain things you can accept and certain things you can't. I'll give you an example. So this is the situation with me. When I was younger, probably about 15, 16, I had some bills I had to pay. And I was short of money. I was short of money. It was like everything happened at once. I had a car accident, I had MOT, I had tax, I had insurance, literally all in the same month. And it was getting, and I was paying everything myself at about 15, 16. Oh, not 15, it had been 16, 17. I was paying everything myself. I was working at McDonald's. And I asked my dad for some money. I said, Dad, I'm really sorry to ask you, but I need about £400 because I've got some bills to pay. Is there any chance that I can borrow it and I'll pay you back as soon as I can? And he's like, yeah, no worries. And he gave me the money. And I was like, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. Like, I did really appreciate it. And I was like, I'll pay you back as soon as I can. Fast forward a couple of hours. My mum and dad end up getting into a bit of an argument. And I can't remember what the argument was about. But they got into a bit of an argument, and I said to my dad, I was like, Dad, look, you're in the wrong. Yes, Mum gets annoying, yeah, she does this or whatever the situation was, but you could have handled it better, and you should have handled it better. And at that point, he took the money back off me. He said, give me back my money. I gave you money, and this is how you repay me. You're taking her side. I was like, I'm just telling the truth. If you don't like the truth, that's not my fault, but whatever. And I gave him the money back, and I struggled that month. I had to sort out so much crap just to get the bills paid. But it taught me a lesson, valuable lesson, that even if it's your own family, sometimes it's best not to take gifts because people want something to throw in your face. They want something to show you, oh look, I did this for you. So I typically try and stay away from people just giving me things, because if it's not come from pure intentions, because I thought my dad gave me the money in pure intentions. I thought he gave it to me because, hey, look, you need money, I'll help you out, you're my son, you need to sort your shit out. Regardless of our personal relationship, regardless of any internal fighting, regardless of any of that, that's why I've given you the money. But as soon as an argument happened, it was like, oh, give me my money back. And the thing is, it's not just him, it's other people in family, other friends. I've had situations in these many, many, many times where it's like, they'll just, yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. Like, I've learned the lesson, and this is why I typically try not, like my friends who offer me places to stay and whatnot, I politely refuse, because I'm just like, I appreciate it, but this is something I got to take care of on my own. I don't want to rely on anyone else. I don't want anyone else using things against me, because I was in a vulnerable place and I asked for help. I think that's the worst time to throw something back in someone's face. So, yeah. I've done a lot on my own, 100%, but there have been people there offering help and trying to support me the best way they can with their lives. And yeah, I think it's best to do this for other people as much as you can as well. Obviously, I stick with the golden rule. You could only help someone who's willing to help themselves. You can't help people that don't want to change. The change has to come from the heart. It has to come from the person. You can't force change from outside. We've got some comments. Should I say something about Me Too? Oh, that was probably a while ago. Sorry, buddy. Mohammed Gal's back. Mohammed, do you prefer Mohammed? Do you prefer, was it Fuzzy Bear? Or do you, like, which name do you prefer? Because I know you got a few different accounts. Most swag guy in the world just dropped into the chat. Oh, no, he didn't. The most profile guy has. Shivai's laughing. Suvi says, have I ever thrown anything in your face? Ooh, good question. I'll have to think about that. I'll have to think about that. Mohammed Agal says no, one account. Bro, I'm sure I've heard your voice on like 4 or 5 different accounts. It's your voice is so particular. I'm sure I've heard you on about 4 or 5 different accounts. I think I saw you on I think it was on Here I Am Lord Send Me. You were like Fuzzy Bear or something. And then there's the big nose one. I'm pretty sure that's you. It sounds just like you. If not, go listen to those voices. Trust me, it sounds just like you. The accent, the inflections, everything. I think you. There was a similar voice on Francis's channel as well. Once upon a time. Geisha says, "So I'll say his biggest." I have no idea what that means. Cool. Geisha dropping some Latin, I believe. Sylvia, we could talk about your question off stream if you really want to know, I guess. Unless you really want to do it on stream. But yeah, anyway, it was just a nice day. It was nice helping people. And I thought it was nice to share. I thought it would be nice to share because I've had a lot of recent streams where I've talked about arguments and situations, negativity, and trying to overcome those. I thought, no, today I've had a really nice day. It's been really positive. I'm so happy, and I want to share that happiness. I want other people to want to go and help people because it's nothing better. There's nothing better. Sue says, I would love to know if I have ever done anything from the heart I have thrown in your face. Go Suvi, ask. Suvi says, you brought me up, so please do. I brought you up to say thank you for listening to my dumbass. But yes. No, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry. Don't cry. I'm not trying to make you cry. I said thank you for listening to my dumbass. I didn't say anything negative about you. I said certain people in the past have thrown things in my face. Family, friends, relationships, where it's like, I thought you helped me to help me, not to throw it in my face. Which is fine. It's fine. But yeah, with you, let me think. If you really want to know. If you really want to know. If you really want to know. Let me think. I'm just trying to think of all our different interactions. Oh yeah. There's the one argument. The one argument we had. That one argument where the one time I told you something, that was it. That was brought up multiple times. Regardless of anything else that happened in the past or anything that happened in the future, you kept bringing up that one situation where I did that one thing where I wasn't how do I put this? I wasn't belligerent, basically. I wasn't like shouting or anything like that. It was annoyed as hell, and I told you straight up how I felt, and I was a bit sarky about it, but it was the truth. And then you kept bringing that up and bringing that up and bringing that up and bringing that up, which is hilarious because you keep telling me not to bring up the past. So that would be an example of, hey, you keep bringing up this thing from the past, but you tell me not to bring up this. Yeah, if you really wanted to talk about it, but that's essentially it. Vivi says, oh, I think she's asking, am I one of those people? Time will tell. Time will tell. Obviously, like I said, I didn't know my dad was one of these type of people until he did that situation. I just had to look out I have learned to look out for certain red flags. Certain red flags is that people make more of an effort when you walk away. Like I said with my friends that I wanted to go to Thorpe Park with. As soon as they went off with someone else, had an amazing time, didn't tell me about it. I only found out later because I saw pictures and I was like, oh, okay. And then when I stopped talking to them, that's when they started chasing me and, hey, do you want to hang out? Hey, do you need to do this? Oh, do you want that? You know what I mean? It was then they were getting very more helpful and attentive, and I was like, no, 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 no. When I care so deeply. I will die for my friends. Okay, literally. Even if I've that guy I just met today, Mark, the guy who's an ex-drug addict. If someone came up there to try and stab him, I would have stopped him, and even if I got stabbed in the process, so be it. At that point, he's my friend, and I care about him, and I want the best for him. But I'm also ruthless in that way, where as much as I care, I can stop caring. I can cut off and go, cool. My caring doesn't affect this person or doesn't help this person. I'll take it somewhere else. I'll take it somewhere else. So I care deeply, but when I cut off deep. I cut off straight. I don't want to waste time. I don't want to long-winded conversation about it that takes 3 weeks just to get to the same conclusion. It's like, no, time to cut off. I've given you everything I can, and now it's time for me to move on, because like in that friend situation with the Thought Park situation, they obviously don't want to hang out with me, and that's fine. Listen, I'm not forcing anyone to hang out with me. I'm not forcing anyone to come sit on this stream and listen to me chat. It's purely just to try and help people as much as I can with my stories, with my life, with what I've learned in life, and I hope that someone else can learn from these situations and don't make the same mistakes I did. Yeah. I think hopefully that answered some of your questions. Let's see. Shivite's laughing. Geisha's sad. He says okay, and I freaking don't care. I meant you care, so other people who care doesn't seem like they care. Oh, sorry. Let me just read that again. That one's confused me. I meant you care, so other people who care doesn't seem like they care. No, no, no. If I care about someone, like the caring, the thing is, the best way I could put it is this: if I had a big glass of water and I just went around filling up everyone's glass of water, my glass would be empty. You know what I mean? It's not to say that you care for everyone and you don't care for yourself. No, you have to care for yourself as well. So it's, I care for myself and I carefully pour out to who I can and give as much as I can, but I need to make sure that I am caring for myself as well. So I don't like putting myself first. Most of my life, I have tried my best not to put myself first. I put other people in front of my own feelings, my own thoughts. Like, there's people I really want to be with in life, but I know I can't be. Cut the heart out, throw it in the bin. You know, it is what it is. I will give up part of myself so others could be happy. So, when I care, but I have to care about myself too. And I realize this now. This is only a recent realization, which is funny, because you would think this is something you learn when you grow up quite early on. But like I said, I'm an idiot. I'm slow. It takes me a while to learn things. So right now, I'm refocusing on that self-love, on that making sure that I've got enough for myself, rather than just constantly giving to others. Because the thing is, what you would hope for is that as you give a little bit to someone, they give a little bit back to you. So you're never actually losing anything, because it's mutual. It's a mutual respect. It's a I give to you, you give to me. I care for you, you care for me situation. Not codependency. This isn't codependency. This is just mutual respect and mutual exchange. It's the fact. I think the alchemists call it from not the book The Alchemist, but the TV cartoon show The Alchemist. Really good anime. Really, really good animation. Check it out. The law of equivalent exchange. The law of equivalent exchange. So if I give you this, you give me this. It's equivalent exchange. So yeah, in certain situations, when you care a lot about someone and you try your best, and they try minimally, it's not equal. It's not a fair exchange. And at that point, you could end up giving too much and then neglecting yourself. So it's very important to make sure you balance it where you find people that you give to who give back to you, so that you're always staying at the same level and you're always helping each other grow in that good state, rather than people taking from you and then your cup getting empty, and then, yeah, you know what I mean. I hope this is making sense with the analogy with the cups and stuff. I'm trying to explain it the best way I can. It's deep. This is deep, deep, deep stuff. He says, "Don't make the mistake by being my friend." uh, okay, if that's what you want, uh, don't make the mistake by being my friend. No, So the thing is this: I'll always give everyone a chance. I always try my. Like I said, I put myself on the back burner. I put my needs, my wants, my happiness on the back burner, and I put everyone else's on the front burner. And I try to not to say I was people pleasing, because I wasn't trying to get people to like me. It was purely because I wanted them to be happy. I wanted to ensure that other people have good lives, not just me. I enjoy my life, even all the shit I talk about and all the bad stuff that's happened. I enjoy life. I can still find the beauty in it. Like today, like meeting those two random people while I was out doing errands. Beautiful, made my day. I'm going to think about that for the next week easily. So for me, I can always find the best in life. So I always put myself on the back burner and running low on the water, as it were. But I always try to give people a chance. I always want people to be good friends. All I really want, good friends. And I always hope for the best, but like I said, hope for the best, but life is messy, life is difficult, everyone's got their own lives, and sometimes people need to focus on their own lives. You know what I mean? And I understand that, that's fine, that's life. But yeah, it is what it is. If he says, fuck the water. I get the caring for yourself, but what if you have a friend who freaking care, you push them aside? Uh, if they are really a friend, they wouldn't be able to be pushed to the side. They wouldn't be able to be pushed to the side if they're really friend. Yeah, like I said, even with these guys who I stopped caring about, the Thor Park friends, even though I was like, okay, I'm not talking to them anymore. I didn't block them. Their numbers were still. They could still message me, call me, do anything they wanted. If they really needed help, I would have helped them in that situation. Even though we're not friends anymore, even though I don't want to be the first point of contact for any help, if they were desperate, I would still help them because I still cared. I can't cut it off, but I still want other people to be happy. And if I can see there's a situation I can help with, I'm more than happy to help. But yeah, it's more of a them thing, because like I said, if a friend can easily disappear like that, it's like disappear. I mean, like complete cut off, complete no contact. You're not able to get in contact with them. They block you on all social media. If they do something like that, then you know that you were never really friends. They were just trying to get something out of you, didn't work, and they got upset. But a real friend, they stick for you. They stick by you through everything. A real friend will be there for you through the downs and the highs. You know what I mean? They're not just there for the good times. Um, and they're not there to, I don't know, use you for energy or happy times, and then as soon as you're having a bit of problem, they run away. You know what I mean? It's one of those situations. You want good friends around you that are there to help you as much as you are there to help them. Where are we? Okay, so he says, oh, okay, so I'm no help. Okay, understood. So if you're taking this all so personally, you're taking all of this very personally. I'm responding to things you say, so you won't understand reading it after you say so what you say, and then read my comments. No, I understand. Yeah, it's going to be different to the what I've just said. Come on, say square pegs don't fit in round holes, and relationships can be the same. Yes, exactly, exactly. Relationships are like this sometimes. You need to see. That's why I say like the law of equivalent exchange. You have to see whether this person is able to give you the same energy you give them, and whether it's just when you're having a good time that they could give you that same energy, or is it just when you're having uh or when you're in a bad time they disappear. You know what I mean? They don't want to give you any kind of moral support or anything like that. They're just too busy in their own life. um it's one of those things. Yeah, it's you got to find people who are compatible with you, who see the world the same way you do. You don't want to force anyone to do anything they don't want to do. You don't want to change anyone. Change has to come from within. Yes, very different. Very different people can end up butting heads rather than helping each other, and I think it's better to help each other. Suvi says you're making a friend feel pushed to the side because it's about me. No, the stream was about the beautiful days of helping people. Then when I told the story about that guy listening, me listening to that guy tell his life story, it just reminded me of me and you chatting, and you just staring while I told you a bunch of stuff. And yeah, I appreciated that. I appreciated you listening, and I just want to say thank you for that. And I did. And then we ended up talking about something else. um, not all friends are for life. Yes, no, I agree. Not all friends are for life. I say this all the time. I say that we're all walking our own path. I'm sure someone else has said this before, probably a bit more eloquently. But we're all walking our own path, and sometimes some people join on for a little while, some people are there for a long time, and some people are there forever. But it is what it is. You just got to go with the flow and appreciate people while they're there. Suvi says, you're mature, I'm immature. Okay, we are two different people. Got it. Trust me, I am not that mature. I am just as immature, but I and I don't think there's anything wrong with being immature. I like having fun. I think you're good energy. You're fun. I like your childlike nature. It's great. It's awesome. Um, but I think, like I said, in relationships, it's you got to be on the same page on some things at least. You know what I mean? You got to be on the same page on some things at least. When you're never on the same page, it's just more complicated and more headache than anything. It's just causes more conflict. And the last thing I want to do is give anyone conflict in their life. I don't want to make anyone feel sad. So I'm sorry if I made you feel sad, Suvi, or pushed to the side. But it is just that I think you've got other things that you need to focus on. And yeah, like I said, I could take care of myself. I've been taking care of myself for a while. I appreciate the offers of help that you've given me, but right now I'm just focusing on me. Right now I'm focusing on just doing what I need to do, and not so much about not so much about uh, I don't want to say people around me, because that's not true. Like I just said, I wanted to help those people today. I do still want to help people, but like it's more about, like I said, it's the self-love. It's the making sure that my cup doesn't run out because I'm too busy giving to other people, trying to help them out. I need to make sure I'm focused on doing myself at the moment. And these last few streams, in the last week of streams, everyone, if you've been watching, you would have seen that I've been doing a lot of shit on my own in the garden, dealing with all sorts of headaches at home, and I'm happy with it. And I'm like, I'm content. I'm like, this is my life. I haven't got anyone to support me, which is fine. I will do what I need to do. So I'm in this frame of mind now. I appreciate you trying to help me now, but right now I don't want that help because I am too busy focused on trying to do things myself. Not being stubborn, not being big-headed, but it's just purely for a self-love purpose. It's like, I wanted this project, I started this project, I will see this through to the end. Nobody wanted to start it with me, nobody wanted to help me when I first started it, and I will see it through to the end for myself. And I don't want anyone to try and distract me from it, like my family, like I said, with the negativity, or anyone else to come in with their own plans and trying to tell me what to do. I just want to focus on what I gotta do, and that's it. And if you can't understand that, Suvi, if you can't understand that, like I say a lot on this channel, that's a you problem, not a me problem. I've tried to communicate this to you a few times and you've not listened. So yes, since you wanted to bring it all up. Gospel, welcome back, says, friends give space, but not far from you and ready to listen and understand. Yes, exactly. Yes. You give space, you understand that people have got their own lives, but you are contactable if they need to. But only if it's open communication and it's actually, we're on the same page now. You know what I mean? There's no point giving friends space, and because my dad did this a lot when we were kids. When me and my brother would have a fight, instead of asking why we're fighting and dealing with the problem, he would say, split up. You go to your room, you go to your room, calm down. Okay, cool. 10 minutes later, we're arguing about the same thing because it was never really resolved. You know what I mean? So I learned this from watching my dad and his parenting styles. I was like, okay, so it's very important to actually deal with the situation that caused the problem, not just separating, because just the space alone doesn't resolve anything. It doesn't mean that anyone's reflected on what's happened or they're trying to learn a lesson. It just means that they've separated and calmed down a bit, and if they come back together again, it's gonna be the same headache. So yeah, I learned this the hard way through life, that sometimes that the separation isn't all that's needed. It's the reflection. Sometimes it's a conversation before you separate, so you understand each other's points of views, so you could go away and think about what each other have said, and then you could come back together with an understanding of where the other person was coming from to communicate, rather than to just separate and come back and then conflict and separate and come back and conflict. Suvi says, I'm sad. I'm freaking sad. I'm sorry. I don't want to make you sad. I don't want to make anyone sad, okay? I'm sorry. Like, honestly, I just need to focus on me. I need to focus on me. All my life, like I said, I've tried my best to help others the best I can. Tried to pour out to as many people as I could. Like the other day, the argument I had with my brother that I told you guys about, if you guys were here for that stream. Before that argument happened, I was cooking myself some breakfast, and he came downstairs and he was like, "Oh, listen, I've got a cupboard, but it's kind of broken. There's this thing is broken, and this thing is broken, and that thing is broken." And I was like, he was like, "Oh, can you help me? Like, have a look at it and fix it." And I was like, "Yeah, no worries. I'm happy to help." And then 10 minutes later, we got into the argument where he was just complaining and complaining, and that's when he said the sorry, it still makes me laugh. It still makes me laugh because of the whole circumstance. He's asked me for help while I'm making breakfast, and I've managed to slot him into my day. I managed to slot a time slot for him. I was like, "Look, I'll do this, I'll do that, then I'll come up and I'll have a look at your cupboard." So I've managed to make space in my day for him. I've crammed him in, I've moved things around, I've made space for him. And then when we get into an argument, he says, "This is why no one in the family wants to be around you." So, bitch, you asked me for help. You're asking me to fix your crap. And then you tell me that nobody in the family wants to be around me. So, yeah, like I said, this is why I typically am cautious around people, because they're not telling me the truth. Like my brother, he obviously doesn't like me. He obviously hates my guts. He obviously doesn't like being around me. But he's more than happy to ask for my help when he needs it. He's more than happy to ask for a lift to go see his girlfriend or to go to a job interview. Yeah, I'm ready for that. Yeah, I can help him. Oh, he's coming back from work late. I'll go pick him up. Yeah, no problem. I'm ready to help him, and he's happy to ask for that help. But when the shit hit the fan, he says, "This is why nobody in the family wants to be around you." And I'm like, bro, what the fuck are you on about? Why are you here hanging around with me? Why are you talking to me? Why are you asking me for help? If you don't want to be around me, please go live your life over there. Leave me alone over here. So, yeah, this is why I'm very. When I'm focusing on me, I want to focus on me. I don't want no other people getting involved, telling me what to do and stuff, because it's like I give people the opportunity to be a part of my life. Like I said, with him, helping him, all those times I was giving him lifts, it was me trying to make conversations with him, trying to open up as brothers, because we weren't always close brothers. It was him and my older brother who were closer, and I thought this would be an opportunity that, like, hey, we've just recently started chatting again. He's just come out of prison, and hopefully he's learned a lesson about his anger and whatnot. And we're chatting, and I'm trying my best to build a relationship with him. And then, literally, me telling him, please don't be negative around me. Go inside if you're going to be negative. Turns into, this is why nobody in the family wants to be around you. And it's like, oh, so this is what you've been thinking this whole time. The truth has finally come out. So, yeah. It's like I said, I'm not asking for sympathy. No, nothing like that. It's just me telling you what it is and how I decide to move accordingly. Like, that's how you feel? No problem. No stress to me. You could do your thing, I'll do my thing. So, I hope that makes sense to whatever I was responding to. Gospel says, a friend gives headaches sometimes, but friendship always there. Yes, exactly. Yeah. Sometimes you butt heads with friends. You're not always going to see eye to eye on every single situation. I agree. But you're still friends. So he says, hurts my heart. Please, please, please don't say that. Please, please, please. Come on, Suvi. Positivity, positivity, positivity. Gospel says, have to find oneself and then you can be a friend. Once you are confident in self and know where you are going, you make friends and you have to be friendly in order to make them. Yes, exactly. And most places I go, people are friendly with me. Like when I went on my walk, I think I've mentioned this in my previous stream. There was a walk I went on last year and ended up in some random town. I got on this bus, fell asleep on the bus, and it was like a school bus as well. Ended up falling asleep on the school bus, and it took me to some random town, Bodrum. Yeah, I think it's called Bodrum. Took me to a random town called Bodrum, and as I was sitting there chilling, just waiting for the next bus, which was going to be about 7 hours, because it's a town in the countryside somewhere. I had to wait like 6-7 hours for the bus to come around again, and as I was sitting there just chilling, someone came up to me, offered me food, drinks, and then we talked about life, and we talked about him going on a journey to India and stuff like that. And yeah, you know what I mean? It's like, I like people, I like talking to people, I have friendly conversations with people all the time, but there are always some people who are, like I said, in this whole family situation, who are nice to you for a second, and then as soon as something bad happens, then you see the true colors. That's when the real them comes out, and yeah, that's when you find out what their real motive was. So I just jumped a few messages. Here we go. Suvi says, I wasn't going to fucking touch your garden. Jesus, Suvi, calm down. But you did offer in the chat as well. Like yesterday, you were like, oh, I'll come over on Saturday and help you. And I kept saying, no, thank you, no, thank you, no, thank you. But yeah, it's calm down. It's fine. It's fine. It is what it is. Little hen made from scratch the bread. You can do it. Friend yourself and then others. I don't know what that means, but I think it's good. Suvi says, yes, it is my problem. Got it. Then fight with me. I'm not going to a separate room. I'm here. Come on. Come on, let's go for it. Oh, you're here to resolve it. Gospel says, if you need me, I will be there. Though we are far apart, I care and listen to you as you journey through your path one day at a time. That's it. That's exactly all you can be there for people. It's like, if you need me, I'm there, but otherwise, focus on your life and your journey. Make sure you're happy. And I'll try and do the same. Suvi says, I never complain. I think we have had lots of laughs and adventures. Yeah, we have had so many laughs and adventures. A lot. Definitely. Definitely. And like I said, for me, I am not weighing the good by the bad and going, oh, I'm just going, is this something that I want to keep repeating? If we can't resolve, I don't want to be in this cycle of repeating the same old things, and I don't think you would like to either. So it's the situation of what makes you happy, and then you go do that to make you happy. I hope this is making sense. Oh, and you say you never complain. That's a lie. That's a lie, Suvi. You complain sometimes. Gospel says, you will resolve, you will overcome, and so will D. Quitters never win, and winners never quit. You both will grow solid ground. That's it. Life is about growing. You know, like I said, sometimes you're on a path together for a while, sometimes you're not. Sometimes you might come onto the path, go off, and come back on. It's life. You just got to go with the flow. Just, like I always say, I have hope. I just have hope that things will work out the best way they need to. And I trust God for that. Gospel says, James 4:8, draw nigh to God and he will draw nigh to you. God is not far from any of us. No, he is not. Here we go. So he says, even though a crazy bitch, I love being around you and the madness. Yeah, we have fun. We have fun. Oh, I'm a crazy bitch. Oh, I thought you said you're a crazy bitch. I was like, yeah. But we still have fun. But yeah, cool. Yeah, I'm a bit of a crazy bitch too sometimes. Gospel says, shut down, shut out, reopen, stronger friendship. Yeah, this is why I say all relationships, even the arguments, are good because they are areas that you don't see eye to eye, and it's an opportunity for growth. You know what I mean? In all relationships, whether that be partners, friends, family, whatever, arguments are usually a good way to come together and see eye to eye. But it takes two to tango. Both people need to come with the same energy. If only one person comes with that energy, the other person just takes advantage of it. So both people need to come with this energy where they're both truly trying to see eye to eye. And then they resolve that issue and they move forward stronger and better. Proverbs 18:24, a man that hath friends must show himself friendly, and there is a friend that sticketh closer than a brother. A man that hath friends must shew himself friendly. Shew. Is shew like show, or shew like not do? Like not make himself friendly? And there's a friend that sticketh closest than a brother. Yeah, the friend that sticketh closer than a brother is God. He's the best friend ever. Gospel says, yes, make friends every day. You may never see them again, but they are in your heart forever. Exactly. I might not think about them every day. I might not see them ever, but they were a part of my life, and I'll remember that good parts. You know, I try not to think about like all those friends that I mentioned with the Thought Park stuff. I only mentioned the Thought Park to tell you guys of how I overcame something that really fucking hurt me. Like it really fucking stung. So it was more of a story of how I overcame that rather than, hey, me and these friends, we used to do this, we used to do that, we used to do that. Do you know what I mean? It was more about the overcoming. But yeah, there's good memories there. Like I said, we used to go to restaurants all the time. And we used to hang out at my mate's yard, or we used to do silly things here and there. But that was the cincher for me. That was the cut-off point for me, because it was like literally like no heads up, no anything. It was just literally I find out months later through pictures that they did this thing that I was asking to do with someone else, and I was like, it sucks, but I learned to get over it, and that's what I'm saying. It's just I don't focus on that when I think about them. I usually think about the good times. Hence why I didn't block them, even though they were messaging me saying hang out, hang out, hang out. To be honest, all I was waiting for was an apology. All I was waiting for was an apology. And if they gave me an apology, I would have gone, cool. Do you know what? I'll give you another chance. They never gave me an apology. They gave me excuses, never an apology. A bunch of excuses, essays worth of excuses, never an apology. But if there was an apology, it would have been like after I had said, you haven't even apologized, and they go, oh, but I'm sorry. I was like, bro, you can't apologize after I've said you didn't apologize. It means nothing. It means nothing. The apology has to come from the heart. It has to come from where you feel like, oh, I messed up. You know what I mean? And not because someone says, oh, you didn't apologize, that you'll then apologize. So yeah. I always think about the good times though. I try and think about the good times. Like we used to have poker nights and stuff like that. We had good times. We had good times. Gospel says punch cheese sandwich with extra cheese. Knuckle cheese sandwich. Gotcha. Sorry, punch cheese. Knuckle cheese sandwich with extra cheese sometimes. Sometimes it's needed. Sometimes you need that. Sometimes I need it. Probably I need it more often than not, but yeah. Suvi says, okay, I complained when I fell off the tree into the lake. Actually, I don't think you did complain. You got emotional, but you didn't complain. That was okay. Gospel says, follow the yellow brick road. Yes. Suvi says, I was cold, wet, and hurt, and you're supposed to catch me. I was nowhere near you. I told you not to. And if I was to catch you, I would have had to be standing in the water. But yes, I did pull you out the water though, and I did get you dried up and happy. So I did what I could. I did what I could. Gospel says, yes, like show. God, best friend ever. Yes, he is. Suvi says, I'm your best friend. Nope, God is my bestest friend. You're probably joint second. Because I said I've got the Irish friend who's always asking me to go over and stay with her. And she's always like, oh yeah, if you ever have issues, because she knows about family stuff. I've mentioned it a few times. I haven't gone into too much detail because I don't want to bog people down with all this negativity and things and make them feel sorry for me. So I just told her little bits that like, oh yeah, shit at home is a bit tough. I haven't been talking to them, and she's like, oh, do you know what? If you need to come over, you could come over and spend as long as you want here. And I love going there. I've been there like 3-4 times. Absolutely amazing. I love Ireland. People there are so nice as well. You walk down the street and everyone's like, morning, morning. I love it. It's so cool. That happens here as well, but only in the countrysides, not in the cities. Unless you're me and you're just walking around with a smile on your face, and then people just look at you and then nod. Gospel says we are more than an overcomer. Yeah, more than an overcomer, I think, if I know what you mean. Gospel says to Suvi, best friends can become married. No. I don't think we'll be getting married. Thanks, Gospel. But what was the other one? You two can become one Mark 10:8, and they twain shall be one flesh. So then they are no more twain but one flesh. I don't think so, Gospel. This is something that could have happened many moons ago, when we met 10 years ago, but I don't think it's something that can happen now. It is what it is. It is what it is. Life moves forward. But yeah, Suvi's still a friend. She's still a friend. Even if I tell her I don't want her help with my gardening. 1 John 5:4 says, for whatsoever is born of God overcometh the world, and this is the victory that overcometh the world, even our faith. Yeah, God can make you do it. anything, and it's all God's doing. It's always God's doing. Like I say, I don't take any credit for any of this stuff. It's because God has shown me the way. He showed me the way through the righteous path. So I learned from the righteous path, and He showed me the way through it, and a connection to Him through it as well. And yeah, God is the best thing ever. Best thing ever happened to me, honestly. Highly recommend it. Oh, and even that guy, Mark, the guy I was talking to, the ex heroin guy. I had to ask him as well, and he knew exactly what I was going to say, because I went, "I'm sorry, but I have to ask you." And as I said that, he said, "I'm Catholic," and I went, "Yes, good man." I was like, "This is why you've got a positive mindset." I had a feeling that you trust God. You trust God will lead you out of this. And I was like, yeah, stay focused on that. Everything happens for a reason. Your story will help others. You'll come out of this stronger. And those people who left you behind will regret it. And all those people who hurt you will regret it. Like, I gave him the full spiel, but like, as soon as I asked him, I said, no, I didn't even ask him. I said literally, "I'm sorry, but I've got to ask you this." And he goes, "I'm Catholic." And I went, not that Catholicism is good. It's just that he believes in God. He believes in. I don't think religion is good, but I think that believing in God is definitely good, and it's definitely the first step forward in order to change. Gospel. Oh, I read that one. Gospel says you never know. God can change your heart. No, for sure he could change the heart. But it's not about heart. It's about life. It's about life. Gospel. It's about life. Sometimes life gets in the way, you know? And that's what I mean. Like, some situations, rip it out, throw it in the bin, because some things you can't change. Some things are just the way they are, and you just got to learn to accept things the way they are and move forward. But yeah, I like your positivity, though. I like your positivity. Thank you, Gospel. But yeah, so that was literally the chat for today. It was literally just going to be about how I had a nice day, helped 2 people on my little journey, and how we should try and help people more, not when it suits us. Like I said, that second guy, I was going to keep walking past him. I had to stop myself. I had to stop myself and argue with myself and say to myself, no, your first thought was to ask him if he's okay. Go and ask him if he's okay. Forget all the excuses you're asking, because even if he doesn't want to talk, if I go ask him if he's okay and he goes, yeah, fuck off, fine. I did what I wanted to do, which was to see if he was okay. You know what I mean? So at that point, that's when I was like, no, don't just walk past him. Stop what you're doing. Go back and talk to him and see if he's okay. And I'm glad I did. I'm so glad I listened to my first instinct. We should try and help people more, and obviously more for others than just ourselves. Don't make excuses, but also listen to them. If he, like I said, if he had told me, no, I don't want your help, fuck off, I'm here drinking on my own and I'm having a good time and I don't want you around, I would have gone, cool, sorry mate, enjoy your drink. You know what I mean? Just have a good one. But it's one of those things that you learn to deal with as it happens. You know, you just gotta go on that first instinct of trying to help people. Gospel says life is a mountain railroad. When you have done all, stand. What does that mean? When you have done all, stand. Gospel says compassion today, beautiful. Love makes the world go around. You touched the lives of others. I try to. Listen, you might have missed this earlier, Gospel, but like I said, as much as I care, I could cut off. I've got this thing where I don't want to say it because it sounds so egotistical, but I think I've balanced the masculine and the feminine inside me to a point where I can be compassionate, yet I will kill a motherfucker if they try to hurt someone. You know what I mean? I will do what I need to do to protect, but I will also try and help people as much as I can. So I've got this balance within me where, yeah, I could switch. I could switch from each side, but it's not to, like, I'm not going to switch the, not the evil side, but the protective side of the violent side. The violent, I don't want to call it violent side because it's only for protection. It's more for how would you classify defensive without using the word violent? Because violent is aggressive. Basically, I'll fight up. I'll fight for what I believe in, and I'll fight for the rights of others, and I'll fight for people who need help. But at the same time, I will still have compassion for them. Like I said in the like I said the previous couple of streams ago, when me and my younger brother were having an argument and we got into a fight, I am sitting there on top of him, punching him, crying, saying, I don't want to hit you, look what you're making me do. So even though I can self-defend and fight back, I will still have compassion for the person, and I'll try my best not to hurt them too much. I hold back my punches so much. I'm like, okay, how much of a punch can they take, kind of situation. I'm never just like full blown out trying to hurt someone. I'm just trying to defend myself or defend others. Someone in the gutter, help them out. Yes, exactly, because that could be you. That could be you in this situation at any point in life, and you would want people to help you. So if you see someone in that situation, so you should definitely help them 100%. Gospel says, Ephesians 6:13, wherefore take unto you the whole armour of God, that ye may be able to stand in the evil day, and having done all to stand. That's this to stand thingy. Gotcha. You've mentioned the armour of God before as well, and I've read a bit about that. It's like the belt of truth. Something about the helm. No, is it the helmet of truth and the belt or something? I can't remember. But there's all these different parts to it. It was a really interesting read. Suvi says, are you cutting off on me? Romans 12:10 say, Suvi, focus on your life, be happy. Okay? I'm always around if you need help, but you need to focus on you. You need to focus on your life and try to make sure that you've got everything the way you want it, so that you're happy, because that would make me happy. You know, I'm happy knowing that you're happy. Romans 12:10 says, be kindly affectioned one another with brotherly love, in honor preferring one another. Yes, trust me. All these, I like my cartoons, as you guys know. I watch a lot of these cartoons, and one of my favorite cartoons, as you guys may have realized, is One Piece, which is about a pirate. That's why I want to be a pirate. But most of these shows have this similar theme, which is nakama, my friends. It's always about friendship. It's always about friends sticking together, even when the world is against you. And those are the kind of friends I look for. Those are the kind of friends I want in my life. I don't want friends that are just there for what they could get out of me. I don't want friends that think I'm there just to please them. I don't want friends that, are completely selfish. They're not real friends. Like I've mentioned on previous stream, fake friends and all the other variations of friends. I want real friends where they give as much as I give. Like I said again, not codependency, but it's just that mutual exchange, that mutual respect. That, hey, listen, I respect you, I appreciate you. Sometimes that's all it takes. Sometimes it's literally those few words is all it takes. You don't even have to go out of your way and do something extra for someone. Just saying to them, I appreciate you. I appreciate you just did that for me. Thank you. That is you giving back that little bit of energy. You know what I mean? You don't even have to do as much. It's just that level of is matched. Yes, could be any one of us. Yes, exactly. Prop Keys is back. Welcome back. Sui says, unblock me on WhatsApp then. Gospel says, always around, never far from you, all our friends. Exactly. All our friends until they choose not to be. This is one thing I always say as well. Choices. Everyone's got choices to make in their life. Some people will make good choices. Some people make bad choices. But the choices, you got to stick by them. If you're making a choice, you've got to make sure that you're making that choice with your full conviction and that you're ready to stand by it and die by that choice. Sylvie says, I can't send you funny gifts. Propaganda says, true friends are like diamonds, precious and rare. False friends are like pebbles, found everywhere. Exactly. Yes. Yes. Real friends. I like the fact that you said like diamonds because they shine. They shine. Whereas pebbles, even though I like pebbles, but I know what you mean in the whole commonplace, like they're just everywhere. Pebbles. I'm trying to think about pebbles. Pebbles. Ooh, I got it. I got it. I got it. Diamonds don't crumble under pressure, where pebbles do. That's how you know a true friend, because a true friend doesn't crumble under pressure. They stay by your side. Awesome. Thanks, Propaganda. Suvi says, I'm your real. Okay, Suvi. Gospel says, Toy Story, you got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. Suvi says, I think you need a Suvi hug. Why do I look sad? Or do you just want a Damon hug? Is that what it is, Suvi? Gospel says everyone has choices. Love your friends, even if they make bad choices. Yes and no. I understand what you're saying. Yeah, everyone makes bad choices, but if someone makes a bad choice that is like, for example, I think you'd understand this example. Gospel. Jesus. He had a friend in Judas. Judas betrayed him. At that point, if say Jesus didn't die on the cross, do you think Jesus would be like, "Hey, Judas, you might as well come with us, because we're still friends"? Or he'd be like, "No, you've made your choice. You wanted to walk that way. You go walk that way." What do you think he would say? Just out of curiosity. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. But I think he would be like, "You've made your choice to walk alone. Stand by your choice. Stand by your truth." Sylvie hug and a tub of ice cream. Should I drive down again? Just to be sent back home. Yeah, that would be a good plan. Or do you know what? How about you listen the first time and you don't come down at all? Save yourself the trouble. See what I mean? Sue says I'm a diamond. Gospel says may comfort your friend. Oh, ice cream may comfort your friend. I like ice cream. Propaganda says you're reading too much into it. It's more about diamonds being rare and pebbles being abundant. No, I know it is, but at the same time, I added another layer to it. Yes, I get it. Diamonds are rare, pebbles are abundant. Got it. But I've added an extra layer to say that diamonds don't crumble under pressure, whereas pebbles do. So you want a friend who isn't going to crumble under pressure. You want a friend that will stand by you through thick and thin, which stands. It doesn't make your version obsolete. Bro, why are you giving me so much headache over some stupidness? You always do this stupid shit, man. Propaganda, just chill out. If I'm saying something, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just adding to it. You can say I'm reading too much into it, but if it's true that diamonds don't crumble under pressure, but pebbles do, and I'm, oh, bruh, I have no idea why you argue some these things that you argue. So he says D hugs are the best. You big bear. Thank you. It's like Ron Seal. Don't know what's like Ron Seal. Gospel says bad choices if it doesn't affect you and harms them. Yes, no, that's why I said yes. If it's that situation, yeah, you can forgive them and you can, or not even forgive them. You kind of just hope that they make better choices and you're still there as a friend to help them along the way. 100%, yes, agree with that. There, Gospel. I was more saying that someone who goes out of the way to do something bad for you or others around you. Suvi says I had 8 bags of horse shit in my car. Gospel says let her come down. For ice cream, no, it's fine. Honestly, like I said, right now I'm happy just doing me at the moment. I did say to her if I need it, I'll let her know, but she got a bit pushy, trying to throw the bags of shit on me, literally. Propagiza says you don't need to add to it. I can add whatever the fuck I like, Propagiza. I can add what I like, okay? Jesus. Propagiza, honestly, you're bugging me now. Yeah, go make dinner, please. You drop a message the other day on one of my videos asking about whose garden it is and who has right to be the bro. You ignored the story and you ended up pulling out some bullshit. I don't mind the odd comments here and there, and if I add to something you've said, I've added to something you said. If you don't like it, you can go find another stream. Okay? Honestly, Propagiza. I'm tired of the BS. A polished stone can be beautiful. Yes, it can. Yes. There's these things called tumblers where you could put like stones into it, and it just tumbles it over like a 30-day period, and they come out all smooth and beautiful looking, and they show the intricate patterns on side in some of the stones that you wouldn't be able to see unless you polished them up properly. So beautiful. You agree there, Gospel? He says it is what it is. Yes, it is what it is. Suvi says still in my car. Gotta take it to work as I haven't taken it out. Awesome. Oh damn. Happy just being you. Yes, I am happy just being me. Properties are not touchy. I'm not fragile. I'm just tired of your shit, bro. Every day you just say some shit that just does not help the conversation. It just ends up wasting my time trying to explain to you why you're a fucking retard sometimes. Explaining to you why you shouldn't have to use a 2-letter word to play. Bro, you're wasting my time and everyone else's time. I don't like your energy. Please leave. See yourself out, okay? I don't need your company. Jam. It's like, bro, I'm getting touchy because, well, I'm not getting touchy. I'm just responding to what someone said. And then it's like, no. If you've got a problem with it, you're the one who's getting touchy. You're the one who had got touchy with me adding to it. Bro, just chill the hell out. Chill the hell out. Go do your thing. Mate, I don't need people like this in my life. Okay? I've said this straight from day one. If you guys are here to have a nice little chat, talk about God, talk about helping each other grow, boom, I'm here for you. I am here for you all day, every day. If you want to come on here, make snide comments, drop comments on my channel about how, oh, who has a right to be in the garden? Fucking ain't got nothing to do with you. That's got nothing to do with the story. What are you trying to accomplish with your bullshit questions? Go away. Okay? I ignored your question there. I'm ignoring your messages from now on. So, Propagiza, thank you for your support in the past, but I honestly don't like this attitude from you. Thank you. Goodbye. Yeah, have a nice evening anyway too. Do your thing over there. Let me do my thing over here. You be happy over there. I be happy here. Easy peasy. You don't have to say anything, and if I add to it, you don't have to get offended because you're over there doing your thing, and I'm doing my thing, bruh. Oh my days. This is what I mean, guys. This is what I mean. Like, we were here chatting, having a nice time. We were talking about some deep topics, heavy topics. Kept it chill, kept it nice. I added a little layer to something he said. I didn't dismiss what he said. I didn't refute what he said. I did nothing. I just added a layer of understanding to it, and he got pissy. Bro, I ain't got time for your energy. Yeah, we could do a game in the what's the time? 7:25. Yeah, we'll do a game. We'll do one game. Plant me some tomatoes and potatoes in your garden. Yeah, sure, definitely. I'm thinking. I was actually going to ask Suvi for help when I got to that part of the gardening. When I got to the part of planting the different things, I was going to ask Suvi for help because I know she's got good knowledge in regards to what plants work well with others. So, yeah. I'll ask her when the time is right. Because right now it's too early. Right now it's still a bomb site, still in the process. I didn't get to work in the garden today because I went out for my errand, but I did get to help people along the way and had a nice day doing it. Please, game, let's like. The mood is fine. Honestly, I'm fine. I am chilling. This is what I say to you guys. I will fight if I need to fight, but that's not my default value. That's not my. I'm not angry. I'm not. It's just I will say what I need to say, and if at some point I'm tired of someone doing this every single day, I will tell them I'm tired of them doing this every single day, and I'd rather them get lost and do their own thing over there than over here. That is it. It's not being angry. It's not being negative. It's just me telling the truth. Now I'm back to me again. Well, I'm always me, but you know what I mean. It's this part of me which is a bit more playful and happy and can talk to you guys and enjoy myself because I don't care about other people. Really, you scared me that you wasn't my friend anymore. I actually cried. Yeah, we're not friends. We're not friends with you. Gospel says when the time is right. I don't know what that. Oh, in regards to the game, I guess. Suvi says bloody second time since being your friend. I like us laughing. Yeah, I like us laughing too. But Suvi, you're. Alright, let's get this clear. Okay? Suvi. What do you mean you're growing old with me? No, what? Be his friend forever, no limit. No. We're not enemies, no. But the situation is this. I met Suvi 10 years ago. She blocked me. She ignored me. She ditched me and went off and did her thing. And then she's only come back in my life this year. So for me, it's like cool, you're around for now, but based on past experience, how long? For how long? I don't know. So that's all it is at the moment. It's like, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Like, words are cheap. Actions are expensive. Cost us like grow old together. So he says, you're going to grow old first, though. I'm young. I'm getting younger by the day. I'm getting younger. But, yeah. Younger at heart. I'm getting younger at heart by the day. Cool. That was a nice little chat. Alright, let's do. We've got time for one game of Hangman. We'll do one game of Hangman, and I'll let you guys pick easy, medium, or hard. Easy, medium, or hard. What would you like? Easy, medium, or hard? And while you give me an answer, I'll try and think of one. You stop pushing me away. We were both very young. I'm 37 now, dude. Yeah, so you're 27. You're not that young. You're acting like 27's a baby. Alright, Suvi wants a hard one. Alright, cool. Let's go with. Let me just make sure I spell it right. Oh no, Gospel's gotta go. Oh, thanks for stopping by. Yeah, we'll have fun with the game. Catch you next time, Gospel. Have a good evening. Sorry, I'm just gonna double check that I. There we go. It's a four-letter word. Four-letter word, and it's a hard one. It's a toughie. Oh, let me put some music on while I wait for someone to answer because I like a bit of music while I'm just sitting there in silence. Ooh. I've not heard this song in a little while. Let's listen to this one.
Step through the portal, hopscotch time lapse, chilling with my doppelgangers, real spitfire, infinite mirrors, reality bends,
Kind of these wins. Alrighty, so gospel. Oh no, Suvi says N. Damn, got one already. From map to God.
Every other verse is still along for the ride. Moving through dimensions, no border controls. Swinging through the fabrics, avoid the black holes. Quantum loops, spin, mind-bending swirls. Lots of simulation, I'm collecting
Pearls. No T. No T.
galaxies, codes to crack. Meeting versions of me got each other's back. Spaceships cruising, stars align. In every timeline, still chasing that shine. Matching math equations, numbers never lie. Reality constructs through the mind's eye. Infinite choices, parallel streams. Living in the multiverse, impossible dreams. Jumping through the
Oh,
to a new scene. Different
this was supposed to be a hard one, Suvi. You're making this too easy.
layer universe being on the master key. You
Best believe. No F. Talk by the bending swirls. I'm collecting pearls. My bending swirls. I'm collecting pearls. No H.
simulation, I'm collecting pearls. Lots of simulation,
I'm collecting pearls. Oh, and they thought it was over. It's not over yet. You should have this now, Suvi. Possible dreams. We've seen different planets, same old schemes. On their universe weave. You better believe. No Z. Same old seams.
layer upon layer universe
As we've
on the master
to keep. You better believe. Oh, such an awesome song. Ooh. Alrighty, come on, Suvi, you should get this. It's just literally one letter left. It's so obvious. It should be. We got some ninjas in there if any ninjas want to help her out. You're thinking. Damn, alright, careful. Careful, don't hurt yourself, Suvi. Don't hurt that brain. Ooh, I want to listen to the pirate song. I haven't heard that one in a little bit as well. Here it is.
I sail through the storm with me compass on truth, seeking treasure in me heart, not in fountains of youth. A ship full of love with compassion as me map, plundering not gold but the peace that I trap. The seas be wild but I stay me course with a
I'll just give you the answer, Suvi. I'll just give you the answer. Oh, there you go, you got it. Jinx. There we go, well done. Alrighty, well done. Game over. Alrighty, so that's alright, Soofs. Alright, I'm gonna leave you guys to it. I hope you guys have an amazing evening, whatever you do. Try and help people when you can. Don't be an asshole. Don't try and start shit when you don't need to. Be happy. Find God, truth, love, compassion, contentment, humility. Don't forget it. And I think that's it. I think that's everything. Oh, and I am the dust at the feet of God's servants. Only God is special. Thank you all for watching. Hope you have an amazing night. Take care. Bye.
Through the storm with me, compass on truth, seeking treasure in me heart, not in fountains of youth. A ship full of love with compassion as me map, plundering not gold but the peace that I trap. The seas be wild but I stay me course, with a humble soul may that be me force. I wear no crown, just a battered hat, but the spirit's rich, matey, and that's where it's at. On this righteous voyage where true souls be found, with love in me chest and me boots on the ground, content with the waves, I need not more, found me peace in the journey, and that score. The world's chasing jewels, but I'm searching for more. I seek the light in the depths where truth hits the shore. Ain't no treasure like compassion, it be rarest of gems, and a humble heart be worth more than crowns or hems. I'll raise me flat with no pride to boast, for a true pirate soul follow spirits of the coast. With kindness as me blade, I cut through the lies, seeking love and light beneath blackened sky. On this righteous voyage where true souls be found, with love in me chest and me boots on the ground, content with the waves, I need not more, found me peace in the journey, and that score. The world be loud, filled with sirens' cries, but I wrote a me own tune beneath starlit skies, giving what I can, taking what I need, living by the code of the sailor's creed. So I sail through the night, compass pointing me right, not for fortune or fame, but for inner sight. The tides rise and fall, but I be standing tall, a humble pirate soul, heeding truth's call. I'll sail this path till the waves lay me down, with love as me anchor and truth as me crown. Through storms and calm seas, I'll carry me smile, for a life rich in peace be worth every mile. On this righteous voyage where true souls be found, with love in me chest and me boots on the ground, content with the waves, I need not more, found me peace in the journey, and that be me score. So hoist your sails to the stars above, seeking treasure that's forged in compassion and love, for a pirate whose humble sails free as the sea, on a righteous path, hey, that's the life for me. So hoist your sails to the stars above, seeking treasure that's forged in compassion and love, for a pirate whose humble sails free as the sea, on a righteous path, hey, that's the life for me. The world's just sails to the stars above, seeking treasure that's forged in compassion